Welcome back to another week with the Bib Lifestyle. Be your best body where we eat to heal. This is Operation Sammy, and we are on week number 3. So we have all of our fruits, leafy greens, cruciferous vegetables, our beans and our grains all here on the table. This week our grain is going to be some ancient black rice. Then I went ahead and picked out the mung bean for this week. For our fruits, we've got some papaya, cantaloupe, orange, grapefruit, mango, nectarine, some delicious blueberries here. I've already got them soaking in some water with some vinegar and some baking soda. That's going to kill off all the pesticides and get them as fresh as they can for me. We have some pineapple as well, if I didn't say that for the fruits. We have this cabbage that I didn't finish last week, but when stored properly in this nice Cambro container with a little bit of water, you could see it's still fresh, it's still crispy, it's still crunchy, it's still nutritious. Then we have some romaine lettuce, we have some spinach right here, some collard greens, we have some bok choy. This asparagus, this was from last week as well. We used half of it last week, but we didn't get to use it up this week. So we're going to use it this time. And listen to this. Crunchy, crackling, still delicious and nutritious. We've got some celery, we have some squash right here. We've got some beets and some beet lettuce. And what we're going to start with today is I'm going to take these beets this week. We're going to add something new to Sammy's regular routine. Instead of just having the fruit bowl for the morning part of his day and his leafy green vegetable bean grain salad for dinner, I'm going to now give him a container of beet juice mixed with some limes. Forgot about those limes. We're going to just throw ahead the whole lime peel and all. We're going to blend that up with the beets. That's going to give it a nice flavor. It's going to help him to break that down in his body a little bit easier than just the beets. He's going to have 5 of those to start his morning off each day, Monday through Friday, right before we go to the gym. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this mess up. Go ahead and get the blender ready. Wash these beets, wash these limes, chop them up. We're going to get the jars out here. Let's go ahead and show you what that looks like. Okay, so you guys can see that what I have out here right now is the handy dandy blender, my mason jars. I went ahead and washed them beets in some baking soda and some vegetable wash, and then we let them soak for a while. I scrubbed them, chopped them up, did the same thing with these limes. I always like to wash everything off, let it soak for a while, get everything off that I can so that we're not taking in the least amount of pesticides as we can. So I've got 5 beets in here, chopped up nice and small. So I've got 5 cups of water in the blender right here. I'm going to drop all these beets right in with that water. Then we're just going to go ahead and drop these limes, skin and all. That comes right up to the top of the blender, so I am safe there. It's almost like I've done this before. Let's go ahead and crank that power up. We're going to turn this on, and we're going to just jam out for a minute and wait until this thing gets nice and smooth, and then we'll pour it into these jars, and we'll go from there. Listen until it gets nice and smooth. It's getting there. It's getting there. And that, my friend, is it. Now I have that filled to the rim. Now you have to be careful with beet juice because it will stain. So we're going to just go ahead and just put a little bit of this into each one of these. We're going to fill it up about halfway. Now these are for someone else. They are just beginning stages. So beet juice is pretty tough on the gut. If you're not used to it, you have to adapt slowly and surely. So we'll just top that off a little bit, and then when they drink these, they'll just top it off with water, shake it up, and this will get you fired up and get that body ignited for a day. Here we go. Just going to be just enough here. These ones you'll see just a little bit more. Got to use sparingly. We're getting down to the nitty gritty here. And then I'll use this and top these ones off just a little bit. And then I'll just go ahead and put this one in here because I can handle all that beet juice. I have been drinking this long enough. And voila, there we have it. 5 days of beet juice for me, 5 days of beet juice for Sammy, because this is his week for the Bib lifestyle. Be your best body, eat to heal. We're going to clean this mess up, and we shall move on. Okay, we're back and ready to chop up these leafy greens and vegetables. I have my bowl filled up with water and baking soda. I've got all my greens right here. We're going to go ahead and start off with this cabbage. And we'll get through this week. We're just going to take a nice chunk off there and put this right back in that bowl. And as I said in previous episodes, if there's something that you don't like, you still want to get it into your body. It's all about getting those nutrients into the body. There's so many different varieties. We need a combination of each and every one to actually have that good chemical reaction to give the healthy cells, rebuild healthy cells. We'll just drop that right in there. We're just taking a little bit of everything here. So these spinach, I'm just going to grab a nice chunk of that, and the rest of it I'm going to pick up, and I'm just going to go ahead and drop it right into this container of beet leaves, and we're just going to kind of stand it up right down, push it down towards the bottom so that the stems are sitting down into the water. And the rest of this, we're going to go ahead and just chop right up. I like to just grab it by the handful, squeeze it all together, and just making some nice close cuts. And these bowls, they will add up fast. But this is going to be for myself and for Sammy, because I have to eat too. I follow the Bib lifestyle regularly. It's been years now, and the results have just been absolutely incredible. I'm going to just take half of this squash right here. I have just watched myself look younger. My body has just transformed and given me the physical look that I've always wanted, with a flat stomach, lots of definition, nice and ripped. The muscle is just continuously building. I'm going to pull a few of these off, some celery. And like I said, when I buy this stuff, I want you guys to get it with the dirt still on it, close from the soil as you can get. Now the celery here, the way that I keep it nice and fresh is I will wrap it up completely in aluminum foil in the darkness. It's kind of like the asparagus. You put the asparagus into a nice stainless steel tin with some water, and then you put some foil. You wrap the heads of the asparagus with some foil, and that will keep them nice and crispy. Matter of fact, I think I left the asparagus right behind me. I'm going to go ahead and use that up because we definitely have to use that up this week. I bought that last week, 7 days ago from today, and it is still perfectly great to use. And I'm going to go ahead and use the rest of it in this. And you can hear that stuff is still nice and crunchy. And we're going to just drop that in here as well. And again, you want to chew this stuff. You want to eat this stuff. You know, I used to juice for many, many years. I can't even tell you, probably close to 20 years I juiced. And it never gave me the results that I've gotten from when I actually started eating all this food and going through the natural digestive process. So I'm going to pull a few of those off. I'm going to pull out a few of these beet leaves right here. And I'm going to pull off some of this bok choy. And you can see, where did I see? Must have got rinsed off, but there was a bunch of dirt still on here. I'm going to pull off a few layers of this bok choy because I can see that salad bowl is filling up already. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get some of that chard in here. But I have a little technique. Like I said, I just grab it all by the handfuls and I start making slices down like you're seeing here. And then we're just going to make nice 1/4 to 1/2 inch slices. And I like to do this before I make my fruit bowls so that this stuff can soak, because you want it to soak for at least 15 minutes. Yeah, I'm not even going to be able to put any of the, the collard greens inside this batch because this is already filled to the gills. But that's good. So, voila. That is how we do it, folks. You see, this is filled all the way up. This is a 28-cup bowl. So this can feed a family for a couple days. And depending on how big you are and how much I want you to consume in my book with the Bib Lifestyle, it may only last you 3 days, 4 days. Depends on your size. You always want that volume to digest through the intestines and push all that waste out, get all that fiber. So good for you. We're going to go ahead and put the caps on these, clean this up. We'll bring out the fruit and we'll start chopping up some fruit bowls, and then we'll come back after that. I'll rinse this a couple times. I like to show you what kind of filth water comes out of this. And we'll put these caps on, and this stuff will stay fresh until we finish it off later on in the week. Let's go ahead and just move on. The most important thing about the Bib Lifestyle is it takes dedication, it takes commitment, it takes a strong will to want to survive, to want to move on, move forward, and be the best version of yourself. Most of the times, it takes a life-altering experience for someone to have to get healthy. When the doctor tells you, you don't have much time to live, you need to change up the way you eat. That's what it usually comes down to. I'm trying to show you guys, this is how you do it. Prepare yourself. Don't be that person. Let's do this together. Let's heal our bodies. The Bib Lifestyle. Be your best body. So we're back here ready to prep up our fruits. And I've got everything set to go. We're going to go ahead and start with the dense fruit of the papaya right here. Chop that off. Whatever you cut off, where the seeds are at, you're going to leave those seeds in those fruit bowls and just put some plastic wrap right on there. Seal it up. Keep the meat of that fruit from oxidizing. Put it in your refrigerator and it will be fantastic for the rest of the week. I'm going to go ahead and just peel this skin off. Yeah, you know, this fruit, it's so important to get it into our bodies. Most people don't like it. They don't eat it. It's only because they're not used to it. But once you begin to taste it, feel it, see the side effects from it, you're going to love it. You are really not going to want to go a day without eating a fruit bowl. That's really what it comes down to. We are on week number 3 with Operation Sammy, and can I tell you, he has been so dedicated and committed because he's about to get married. So he wants to walk down that aisle and he wants to look the best he's ever looked. And that is what the bib lifestyle does for you. I am proof. I can show you pictures. Even though I've been exercising for many, many years and thought that I was eating healthy and eating properly, my body has never looked better. I have never felt healthier. I have had my blood tested. I have had my hormones tested. They are just balanced off perfectly right in the center for healthiness. Let's go ahead and chop off some of this cantaloupe here. We'll get a few pieces. Now we're just making 2 fruit bowls. One for Monday and one for Tuesday for Sammy here. That should be enough. And the same thing with this cantaloupe. Do you know that the cantaloupe seeds, packed with protein, packed with nutrients. Oh, I could smell it. It's so fresh and delicious. Putting the wrong piece over there in the little dump bucket. Yeah, I can just smell it. So good. A little piece with some seeds right there. And you're not going to, when you're chewing it, you're not going to end up breaking up all those seeds. So when you have a bowel movement, you might see a few seeds in the toilet. But they're going to be doing a lot of work. They've got protein inside them. They've got nutrients in there, minerals that are going to feed the body. Then also the ones that don't get broken up, that don't get chewed up, that don't get digested into the body, they're going to help scrape the walls of the intestines and scrape out some of that built up waste. So they have multiple purposes. And all them, the strands of fiber inside there as well. Oh, I forgot a tool. I need to make sure I'm prepared all the time. Stay with me. Where are you? There you go. Mr. Peeler right here. So with 2 bowls, we're going to go ahead and make sure that we peel this entire mango. Half the mango for each bowl. And I went ahead and already washed all these fruits. I washed them with a nice vegetable wash. And then I dry them, dry the skin off before I cut them. And why do I do that even though we're cutting it? Because, there's been a lot of people that have handled it. You got dirt in the air, dirt on hands. And so you want to make sure you get all that stuff off there, because when you cut into the fruit, if you don't wash it, you're cutting into that skin. So you're cutting that filth right into the fruit and putting it right back into your body. And there's enough toxins in the air, enough waste in the air, where we want to do everything that we can to rid ourselves of that toxic waste. And eating the proper foods is the best thing for you. Now, do I do this 7 days a week? No. Can I take a week off when I go on vacation and eat other foods and different meals? Of course I can. Because my body has been healed. My body is in great physical health, shape, form, inside and out. The goodness is seeping through my skin. You can see it. It's visible. It's evident. This is the bib lifestyle. This is the fountain of youth. This is the anti-aging. Let's go ahead and scoop that in there. You don't ever hear them talking about it because they don't want you to know. I remember seeing it on TV and hearing it so many times as a kid. Don't eat too much fruit. It's got too much sugar. You're going to get fat. I believed it. We all did. Now, we believed a lot of other things as well, didn't we, folks? Well, some of us. Can't say I fell into that group. I'm going to save these orange rinds and put them with that vinegar that I've got because that makes a great cleaning. I actually used some today on my countertops. It's great for shining up the wood countertop. A little bit of orange. I love a nice room temperature orange. That vitamin C. Delicious. We'll chop this up into a few pieces. And we're going to just put this orange into one of the bowls because each of these bowls is going to have 5 different fruits. So far we've got the papaya, the cantaloupe, and the mango into each one. So that's number 4 for the orange right there. And then for this grapefruit will be number 4 in the other one, the other fruit bowl. And these we can just go ahead and discard over there as well. Oh, this grapefruit just looks incredible. It said nice and sweet. Let's see how that's tasting. Ruby-licious. Can I say that again? Ruby-licious. A lot of people don't like grapefruit. Has that tart tanginess to it, but it is excellent for the body. So I'm going to do the same thing, just chop this up into a few pieces. So that's number 4. So I did forget another banana as well, but I'm going to give that to him to take with him because bananas, you want to make sure you want to cut on the day of. This one will be fine for him, but the other one, I couldn't put it in there because if it sat in the bowl, bananas will turn brown really fast. And a lot of people, they don't like to eat brown bananas. So we'll put that in there. And these fruit bowls are just looking incredible. You can see that one right here, this one right here. They got the weight. They got the perfect amount of cups that he's going to need for his body size. Remember, he started off at 100 and what was he, 190, 80 some pounds, 180 some pounds, 89 pounds, I think he started off. He's already lost, what do you say, 12 and a half to 13 pounds on the second week. This will begin his 3rd week. On his 4th and 5th, really on his 5th week is when he'll see and be able to look in the mirror and see the biggest changes. And every week he's taking photos. I can't wait to show you guys the week by week, the before, the after. And we're going to show you him. He's going to be ripped. He's going to be lean. He's going to be looking like a brand new man. He's going to be feeling like a brand new man just after 8 weeks of being on the bib lifestyle. We've got our fruit bowls together. My next move here is to clean this up, go over to that sink, rinse out that salad, run it through the water 2 or 3 times. Then we're going to come back and we're going to put together those salad bowls. Then I'm going to show you everything prepped, everything in the containers. You saw what it looked like in the beginning. You'll see what it looks like in the end. This is the bib lifestyle. Stick with it. Stay with me. We'll be right back. All right, so it took us about the last hour and a half to probably put all this stuff together, maybe a little less. That was with cooking the grains, cooking the beans, all the back and forth with washing and organizing. But now I've got food prepped up for the next 3 days, 4 days on the greens and the beans and the grains. Actually, the beans and the grains, we have about 5 days already prepped up, maybe 6. The salad bowl is going to last Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll come back and chop that up for the next couple days. And so you see how easy it is to prep this stuff up, and it's all about getting those nutrients in the body. All right, so you see that everything's here on the table. We've got the 2 salad bowls right here put together. They have the 6.5, 7 cups of leafy green, 1 cup of grain, 1 cup of bean. We've got the wild rice there. We've got the mung beans. We've got our fruit bowls here. And then this week, Sammy's going to start by drinking some beet juice in the morning. We've got one of them right here. It's only about, a third of a cup of beet juice. He's going to top that jar off with some water. He's going to shake that up, and he's going to take that right down early in the morning, first thing. Then we're going to head off to the gym and get our workouts. All right, let's bring Sammy on board because he's here right now with us. Sammy, thanks for coming by today.
My pleasure.
So we are on week number 3. You've already done 2 successful weeks. I know it's been incredible for you. I could see that your belly has slimmed down drastically. You're not as swollen as you were before. How is that feeling for you?
Very mobile. Feels really good. My energy levels are up. I'm really, really excited about, taking these in and stuff. I've been craving my bowls. The beet juice is a whole other thing. I've never really done beet juice like that. I'm not a beet juice drinker or eater. But hey, I'm looking forward to see what it does and stuff nutrition wise, especially since I don't ever consume it.
Yeah.
So it must have something there for me that I need.
With the bowls, now that you're coming on your 3rd week, you've already had 10 full days of eating these bowls, but I gave you a few extra. You actually, I believe, had 11 or 12 because on Saturdays you may have had an extra fruit bowl. I just want to know, are you craving them now? Are you anxious to eat them? Are you thinking about them? Or is it something that's still kind of dragging you down?
Well,
not again.
my fruit bowls is like the first thing I'm eating. So I'm at the gym, and then after the gym, I'm just like drinking water. So I'm craving to have the fruit bowl. But then once after I have the fruit bowl, then it's my salad bowl. So the first thing I have is fruit bowl. So I crave actually more the second thing after I'm already getting hungry. After I consume the fruits, I guess it's going through my system a little bit easier, and also throwing that slow drip of energy, propelling me to go and want this. And then after that, then I'm thinking, oh man, what if I have a second fruit bowl afterwards? That's what I was thinking. I don't know how throwing this little red juice over here is gonna switch things up into the mix, but I'm looking forward to
That's just going to
experimenting with that.
That's going to help to start cleansing your blood. So
Okay.
we spent the first 2 weeks cleaning out his intestines. So they're not fully cleaned out yet. It's still going to take a couple more weeks, maybe another six weeks of really cleaning out his intestines. But this is going to help to give you some more energy. The beet juice is, and it's just going to help you to absorb more nutrients as well and start to clean out your liver so that when all this food is going through the digestive process, the liver can start sending out more nutrients to the other organs in the body. So it's a slow mechanical process. It's the body. This is what the body's supposed to get. So it's going to help to just realign your organs is what it's going to do. It's going to give you healthy organs, and it's going to realign them, and it's going to help you to get the nutrients from these foods to the organs. That's what this is going to start doing. And then as we progress, we're going to add a few other things because I want to show you guys the true impact of what this stuff can really do for your body.
Beautiful. Are they both the same?
Well, I did have a little bit of the farro.
Okay.
The pearl barley left over from last week, which is still good. So I put the pearl barley in there with the wild rice on this particular one. So I would eat this one tomorrow, Monday, this one for Tuesday, and then for our fruit bowls, I'm going to give you a banana here to slice up for this particular fruit bowl. But I already put a banana on the other fruit bowl that I want to make sure you eat that one first.
And this is a What are these?
Grapefruit.
Grapefruit. It's the first
Yeah.
time we threw some grapefruit
Yeah,
in there.
next time throwing some grapefruit in there for you.
Okay,
You want to
okay.
try to switch things up. So this one already has a cut banana. He's going to take this home. He's going to put it in the refrigerator tomorrow. They may be a little brown by the time he gets to them because it's going to be about another 12 hours before he actually eats this. But eat it. It's not going to be a problem. We're going to go ahead and cap these up. You can see right behind us that we've got everything right here for the rest of the week. We've got the salad bowl right here. Lots of greens inside there, ready for those salad bowls. Then we have the grains, the beans, and the fruit. That's going to get us through the week, and that's going to be enough for the both of us. And then we have the other greens that we'll end up chopping up later on in the week on Wednesday when we prepare for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
We're bibbing it up over here.
You're in tune with the Bib lifestyle. This is Operation Sammy, getting prepared to walk down that aisle. He wants to feel his best. He wants to look his best. He wants to be mentally at his best for the most exciting and memorable moment and night of his life.
Fit in that tux.
And fit in that tux. This is the Bib lifestyle. Thanks for tuning in. Can't wait to see the final results of this man. You will see it soon.
Follow.